Hi, and welcome to TXDZNY. On today's show, I'm going to be talking about Christmas time at Walt Disney World, giving you some tips and tricks and what all is going on at each park and even some of the resorts and Disney Springs areas of Walt Disney World. The holiday season at Walt Disney World is by far our favorite time of the year to go to Walt Disney World. We do love going in the fall Halloween season, and we love going for the spring for the flower and garden festivals. But the Christmas time holiday season at Walt Disney World is just next level. We're huge Christmas lovers at our house. We put up our Christmas tree very, very early, and we decorate all out. And we just love the Christmas season. And Disney and the parks and the resorts and even Disney Springs and everything like that, they really go all out for the Christmas season. Now, the Christmas season at Walt Disney World doesn't officially start until November 8th. That's the very first Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. But you do start seeing the Christmas decorations going up before then. They actually start going up even sometimes on Halloween night, and then they do quite a bit of stuff in Magic Kingdom the night from Halloween going into November 1st. And you'll see even that first week of November that they will be changing over a lot of the decor inside all the parks and even the resorts in that first week of November. But the Christmas season doesn't officially start until November 8th at Walt Disney World. Now in this video, I'm going to be breaking down on what they do decor and party-wise and all these different things at all 4 Disney parks, Disney Springs, and I'm going to be mentioning some of my favorite resorts that are decorated for Christmas as well. So I'm going to start this video off by kicking off with the main park in Magic Kingdom. So Magic Kingdom for the holidays is very beautifully decorated. It's, obviously being the signature park for Walt Disney World is going to be just absolutely beautifully decorated for regular guests during the day. And in the evenings. Now, the big draw for Magic Kingdom during the holiday season is the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And that is a party that isn't every night. It's only on 25 select nights between November 8th into December 20th. And that is a paid ticketed event outside of your park days, where you can enter the park when you have a park ticket at 4 p.m., but the party does run from 7 until midnight. And this is a ticketed event, as I said, and I'll dive deeper into what the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party all entails. But pay attention if you're a regular guest to see if they have a party that night, because you will be kicked out of the park at 6 p.m. So if you're a regular guest and you're wanting to have a whole evening and everything at Magic Kingdom for the holidays, try not going on a party night if you can, if you don't want to splurge and get the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party tickets. These party tickets will run from $169 to $219, depending on which date you're going. So obviously it is a pricey event. It is, that's a per person price. What you're mainly paying for on these party nights is it's going to have lower crowds. So if you want to ride the rides, it's going to have way shorter lines. You're also going to have some special character meet and greets and all their characters in their holiday outfits and stuff like that. And you are going to have some special events, like they do 2 different parades for it. They do a special fireworks show. They have a Frozen show on stage. They have different entertainment throughout the parks. So what is also included is that you're going to get some cookies and drinks and stuff like that throughout the parks. But there are some specialty holiday offerings food-wise that you do still have to pay for. But your things like cookies and hot cocoa and things like that are going to be included on your Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party ticket. So as I said, I think the biggest draw for this is the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party parade. They do 2 shows for this at Magic Kingdom in the evening. Now the later show is going to have less people because a lot of people don't want to stay up that late. But these parties can get really, really crowded because everyone wants a good spot kind of on Main Street for it. The party times are 8:30 p.m. and 11 p.m. And as I said, that 11 p.m. show is going to be a little bit less crowded. So that is something to think about if you have kids or something like that, maybe trying to take it easy during the day that day and make it where they can stay awake late at night for the late night party and parade and everything like that. This parade, I think, is the best perk of any of the parties that they offer throughout Walt Disney World throughout the whole entire year. I know Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party Parade is right up there. It's a close second, but I do love the Christmas one even more. For me, this is almost the price of the ticket is worth it in watching this parade and some of the other things that they have going on for it. Now they do on the stage, also in front of Cinderella Castle, do a little Frozen show, and they do this a few shows throughout the evening. It's a really cute show for the kids and even grown-ups, where it has all the Frozen characters kind of telling a little bit of a story with them in Christmas and doing some projections on the castle. Sadly, one of the things I missed the most at Walt Disney World is the Dream Lights, and the Dream Lights aren't coming back again this year. So it is just going to be the projections on the castle. I'm starting to every year lose more and more hope that the Dream Lights will ever be coming back, because that's something that I just absolutely loved. They used to do a Frozen show where Elsa would kind of, freeze the castle, if you want to say, when the Dream Lights would come on, and that was one of my favorite shows. But they do still do a great show with the projections and with the Frozen characters on the stage at Cinderella Castle throughout the night. At 10 p.m., they do a special fireworks show. It's called Minnie's Christmas Time Fireworks. And this is a great fireworks show. It's a little bit of a change from Happily Ever After that you get throughout the year. And so this is a cool little fireworks show that's going to have the projections and all the fireworks going along with the different Christmas music and different characters for this fireworks show. So it's a kind of a can't miss as well. It is at 10 p.m., so it is a little bit later. So, that's the only fireworks show they're going to offer on these nights. So if you do want to catch fireworks, that's the one and only show you're going to get to see. And it is worth it to go see, to mix the parade and the fireworks kind of back to back, whether you're going to the early parade or the later one, is a great way to end a Christmas party evening. They also on the stage do a stage show on Cinderella Castle of Mickey and friends up there, and they're just going through a little story about them and Christmas as well. So they'll kind of bounce back and forth between that and the Frozen show on the stage throughout the Christmas party, and both are really can't misses. That's what makes I think this party so good, is everything that they have going on is so good, and you don't really want to miss it. It's almost really hard to pack everything into just that 4 or 5 hour window that you do get for this Christmas party. But all of them are really can't misses, from the 2 stage shows to the fireworks and the parade. I really wouldn't recommend missing any of those if you can. I'd much rather see someone concentrate on stuff like that and skip doing rides. Maybe still go to Magic Kingdom, a little bit early at the 4 o'clock hour and ride whatever rides that you want to, and save the party hours for these shows and not rides that you can do kind of anytime. They do also have some really cool areas where they do like singing and dancing with Christmas music and different live performers and stuff like this. A lot of this is in the Tomorrowland area. They have that stage over there kind of by Space Mountain and Tron. Cosmic Rays has some stuff going on in there. And these are some cool areas where they just are kind of dancing to Christmas music and all this other stuff. It's a good little vibe. Our kids love going over in these areas to just kind of let loose for a little bit. And it's something different to do during this Christmas party. So all that is kind of concentrating on the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, but there are, obviously, if you're not going to the Christmas party, it's still going to be magical there during at Magic Kingdom for the holidays. You're still going to get like the Snope on Main Street in the evenings on not party nights. You're going to have the ride overlays that they do for the Christmas time. Some of these rides are like Jungle Cruise goes to the Jingle Cruise. The Mad Tea Party, Teacups plays Christmas music instead. Space Mountain does some overlays. The Tomorrowland Speedway do some overlays and some Christmas decor over there. So there's definitely things that you still get to do, and obviously just the vibe inside these parks. They're going to be beautifully decorated. You're going to have all these nice offerings that are still going to be offered during the day for your food and drinks and stuff like that. So there's going to be, even for the regular guests, you're going to still have a very magical time at Magic Kingdom throughout the holidays. What I will add also is that the parade is, if you heard me say that the Christmas party, last party is on the 20th. After that, they do the parade as part of your regular ticket. They don't have any more Christmas parties, and they have that parade during the day for regular guests when it gets closer to that's Christmas time, and they do run it all the way to the 30th. So from the 21st to the 30th, you can catch that same parade that they have for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party during the day if you are traveling during that time. Next, I'm going to be talking about Epcot for the holidays. And this is obviously going to be a beautifully decorated park like they all are. Epcot's my favorite park, so I'm a little biased as to say that this is my favorite park during the Christmas season as well. The cool little thing that you get with Epcot during the holidays is you get a little mixture of some things here that you don't get at some of the other parks. And what do I mean by that is that Right now, it's going to be changing in early November and stuff like that. It's going to start be putting up its Christmas decorations, but it's still going to be the Food and Wine Festival. So you're going to be overlapping the Christmas decor going up, but the Food and Wine Festival still going on. To be more specific on that, the Food and Wine Festival doesn't end until November 23rd, and then the Festival of the Holidays for the Christmas time doesn't start until November 29th. So if you're going to Epcot in November, from around the first week or so of November up until the 23rd, you're going to see it all decorated for Christmas, but it's going to have the Food and Wine Festival. Then that week, kind of Thanksgiving week, it changes the booths over from the Food and Wine Festival booths to the Festival of the Holiday booths, and then that's when it's a full-on Christmas season for Epcot. So Epcot's season kind of gets delayed a little bit with some of the shows and stuff that they have, because they don't start them until November 29th. Now, one of my favorite things during the Festival of the Holidays is the storytellers throughout the World Showcase pavilions. What I mean by the storytellers is it tells you a little bit of a background to what the holidays are for that country. For example, they have like Pierre Noel for the France pavilion. They have Father Christmas for the UK pavilion. They do a little Hanukkah storyteller for that. They have the Barn Santa for Norway, and they all tell these really unique stories and a little bit of heritage on how these countries each do Christmas and the holidays in their countries and general regions, which is just a really cool little thing to educate yourself on while being totally entertained and in the holiday spirit. Now, food-wise, for the Festival of the Holidays, it has some of my favorite foods for this holidays. Besides just every single pavilion being beautifully decorated and really, it feels like it never really ends on how beautiful each pavilion is decorated back in World Showcase. But at these booths, you do seem to get bigger portions during the Festival of the Holidays than you do for some of the other festivals, which is very unique. So you get a lot more bang for your buck, it appears, for the Festival of Holidays, which is something good to think about. They also do a holiday cookie stroll around World Showcase, where you get your map, and if you buy 5 cookies throughout the World Showcase Pavilion, you get a little an additional cookie as like a reward at the end, which is something cool to keep you going around the booths and trying different things. What our kids love too, like they do throughout all the festivals, is they have the scavenger hunt maps, and for the Christmas holiday, it's finding Olaf. So if you're someone who's going and eating around the booths and having drinks and stuff like that, and your kids trying to stay entertained, having them going on these scavenger hunts looking for Olaf and doing different things throughout the World Showcase pavilions, especially for Christmas, is just something to keep them entertained, and is just really fun for the whole families kind of do together. Now, much like the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at Magic Kingdom, the biggest draw for Epcot for the holiday season is the Candlelight Processional. This Candlelight Processional will go from November 29th all the way until December 30th. And this is a show in the American Gardens area. So in the American Pavilion back in World Showcase at the stage there, that you'll see different events going on throughout the year. Here, they'll have cast members go up there as a choir, and they have like a 50-person orchestra, and they'll just tell you the story of Christmas, and they have different narrators, celebrity narrators, who will tell the story. They each do like 2-3 nights, and they're on like a rotation. There's a lot of real famous people who just love doing this every year. People like Neil Patrick Harris, John Stamos, Whoopi Goldberg, among some other names. And it's just a great little, cool little environment to get to go and see. It's really hard to get seats for this. It really backs up early. They do the 3 show times each evening. The show times are at 5, 6:45, and 8:15. Now, we go during the Christmas season pretty much every year. I see people lining up for this so early, just where they're almost spending half their Epcot day just waiting in line for the Candlelight Processional. I'm not one of those people who's going to do that, but I see how people really like it. It is a really cool processional and entertainment while you're there. What I do recommend, which we do when we do try to go to the Candlelight Processional, is they do a Candlelight Processional dining package. This dining package is something that you have to pre-order in advance, and it's a per guest price. And so what you're doing is you get to pick one of the 3 show times that you want to go to, and you're guaranteed a seat for this processional. And it's pretty much every table service that's at Epcot. You can try to, if it's available, try to pay for your dinner to go there. And it's kind of a preset menus almost there, where you get to just choose a few different options for each course. You will get an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert, and a non-alcohol beverage. Now, the pricing for these dining packages depend on which restaurant you're going to. If you're going to, let's say, Le Cellier, that's going to be the one of the most expensive ones that you can go to, where a place like Beer Garden or something like that is more on the cheaper end. You're going to wind up having to eat in the parks anyway for dinner. So in my opinion, it's a lot smarter just to go get this candlelight processional dining package per guest, and you're guaranteed a seat at that candlelight processional for the showtime that you've picked, and you're not really spending that much more than it would have cost you just a regular eat dinner at Epcot that night. These prices for dinner can range anywhere from like $60 to like $105, $110 for adults, and $24 up to like $55 for kids. Like I said, that depends on where you're choosing to go for your dining meal. They're pretty much all just open for dinner. A couple of them are open for breakfast and lunch, where that will also still give you access to the candlelight processional dining package. But it's mostly just for dinner for most table service places that you can go to at Epcot. Now back to some of the things that are just included in your regular park ticket is that Spaceship Earth, like it does for throughout the year a lot of times now, has great little Christmas show going on with its lighting that they like to do now on Spaceship Earth. And they'll do a little Christmas theme with it, where they'll be lighting up all different colors. Last year, since the movie Wish was new, they kind of did it mix with some Wish music. So it'll definitely have some Christmas vibe and Christmas colors on Spaceship Earth, which is a cool little show to kind of see once the sun goes down there in Epcot. Another can't miss for us is Living with the Land. They do quite a bit of Christmas decor inside the ride there, and it's just a beautiful little landscape. If you can try timing it where you go in the evening, because they do have some Christmas lights and stuff throughout some of their greenery areas, and it's just really beautiful to see there in Living with the Land. If you time it right, sometimes you get Living in the Land with not very long of a line. So try to pay attention to that, and it's a ride that some people like skipping over, but it's one of our favorites there, especially during the Christmas season. Another area to pay attention to is the Odyssey Pavilion, which, if you don't know where that is, it's kind of right before you get to the Mexico Pavilion, over there to the left, kind of behind Mission Space and all that stuff in between there. You can meet Santa inside there at Epcot. That line can get quite a bit long, so if you're planning on doing that, either try to get there early or be prepared to wait online, or try to go on an off day or something like that. But that is an area where you can meet Santa at Epcot. As with all the parks at Walt Disney World during the season, they do play the Christmas music throughout the parks. But at Epcot, they do have some really cool live music areas, where they have a band like Joyful playing. The Canadian Pavilion has some really cool music going on. There's different other entertainment options there for live music for the Christmas holiday season. So try not to miss that out. Some of them are back in the World Showcase, and some of them are up like right before you entrance to go into World Showcase. So if you can catch those, some of the talents there are just really, really good. So try not to miss that if you can. And just like all the parks here, all the characters here will be dressed up in their holiday decor. I really like it at Epcot, especially with the princesses. Who I'm mainly talking about is like princesses like Belle and stuff like that. They really go into their more Christmas attire, which is just really magical, because you get to see Belle just in these outfits just for about a month or two a year. And some of these other characters wear unique just costumes for this time frame. So try not to miss that. If the lines for these can sometimes get long as well, so try timing that as well as you can. Next, I want to talk about Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios is beautifully decorated, just like everywhere else. What I really like about Hollywood Studios decor is that it's a very like 80s and 90s type vibe there, which, being an 80s and 90s kid, I just really, really enjoy the decor there. And I just love the vibe throughout the parks, especially around like the Echo Lake and stuff like that. The decor all around there, I just absolutely love. Just last year when we went during the Christmas time, my son was still in his stages where he was taking naps and stuff like that. And I would stay back with him quite a bit and let the girls and everyone go on different rides. And just seeing all the decor there, I just grabbed me like a margarita or a beer or something and just kind of chill while he was taking a nap and just soak in all the Christmas decor over there around Echo Lake. But I just love the whole Hollywood Studios area and the decor for the holiday season. The decor here goes up pretty much one of the earliest that there is, right up there with Magic Kingdom, where they'll start even putting them stars up on Hollywood Boulevard, even sometimes before Halloween, in the day or two leading up to it, and you'll see those stars and everything going down towards Hollywood to Tower of Terror. Very, very early in the season. They'll start decorating pretty early there at Hollywood Studios, and it's one of the earlier parks that transforms. But like I said, the 80s and 90s decor throughout the park is just a really cool vibe there if you've someone who grew up in that time frame. Disney did add a ticketed event to Hollywood Studios. So this is a draw that they get and they're trying to build up at Hollywood Studios for the holiday season. It is called Jollywood Nights that they have there. Now this isn't as big as Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. They only do 13 shows of this throughout the holiday season, and they run these from November 9th to December 21st. But like I said, only for 13 nights. The pricing for this Jollywood Nights is $159 to $179 a person. Like it is with Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. It does depend on the time frame that you're going, day of the week, and things like that on the pricing for that. So it is an expensive event. So keep that in mind if it's something that you want to do. Now for me, I'll be very transparent about this. I don't think the Jollywood Nights' pricing is worth what you get from the entertainment value of what you get at Jollywood Nights. Because I feel like the best part of Jollywood Nights is its food and drink offerings that they have specialty for this event. But you have to pay for those additionally. It's just like at Magic Kingdom. The only thing that's going to be included with your park ticket is going to be you able to go on some shorter lines for the rides, some unique character meet and greets for the holiday season, some different entertainment offerings, a fireworks show. But since Hollywood Studios, you can drink throughout the park and has a good amount of dining options, these drinks and stuff aren't going to be part of your paid ticket. So if you go and want to get a specialty old-fashioned cocktail at somewhere that they're offering it, you still have to pay for that on top of your Jollywood Nights ticket. So it could become a very expensive evening for you just to be inside the park for a few extra hours. So Jollywood Nights' nighttime hours are 7:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Regular guests will be escorted out of the parks at 7 p.m. And if you do have a Jollywood Nights ticket, they'll let you in at 6 p.m. They do this because Fantasmic has its show at 6:30, so that allows on party nights like that, that both party night people and regular day guests can go catch Fantasmic. And as you can imagine, it does make it for a very crowded theater for that. That theater already gets crowded when you're packing regular guests and party guests into this area. So keep that in mind if you're trying to get to there. If you're a party guest, you really have to walk in that park at 6 p.m. and try to get to that Fantasmic theater as fast as you can. So keep that in mind if you are attending Hollywood Studios on a Jollywood Nights night, because you will be asked to leave the park at 7 p.m. And if you do have a ticket, that you can't go in until 6 p.m. unless you have a park day ticket. So as I'll continue to say with this Jollywood Nights, I really don't feel like it's worth it. You do get a fireworks show there called Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. This was a fireworks show before COVID that actually was just part of the holiday season there, not being a ticketed event. It was just something, their fireworks show that they ran during the holidays. I don't find the fireworks show anything that's so good that's can't miss. It is entertaining and everything like that, so I do recommend seeing it if you are going to Jollywood Nights, but it is not so good where I'd say, oh yeah, you need to go and spend $160, $170 to go to Jollywood Nights for this fireworks show, but it is entertaining. So much like Magic Kingdom, when they have their Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, they do have a lot of live events going on here and shows during the holiday season here. At the Hyperion Theater, they do offer the Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along show. They run the show 5 times throughout the night and is really entertainment. As someone who loves the Nightmare Before Christmas, that's one of the better events that they have there that is really entertaining. And Disney's Holidays in Hollywood can be found in the Theater of Stars, and that show runs for 4 times throughout the party evening. The Twilight Soiree runs at the Tip Top Club right by the Tower of Terror, and that show runs 7 showtimes throughout the party night. And new this year, they have a glistening skating show that could be found on Hollywood Boulevard. And this show is going to run 5 times throughout the party. So it does have several different offerings for you guys to and girls to enjoy show-wise while you're there. But like I said, I just don't think the entertainment equals the price value of the tickets for this. Unless you're someone who's going to really, really try to maximize trying to go on rides and meet unique characters and different holiday decor and stuff like that, then I don't really see it being worth it. You're almost better off just getting the new Genie Plus Fast Pass if you want to skip the lines for the regular day and spend a little bit more and get to ride all those rides and still get to enjoy all the holiday decor at Hollywood Studios. Some of the things we love at Hollywood Studios that aren't part of these Jollywood nights is that you do still get the Snope there. They have this all down Sunset Boulevard by Tower of Terror. This is just a really cool show. They do a projection show throughout the evening and night on the Tower of Terror, which has all different things from Muppets to Olaf to all different types of projections on this Tower of Terror, and mixed in with the Snope and the decor over there. It's just really cool with the different bars and food options you can have over there. It's one of my favorite places to be in the holiday seasons, right there on Sunset Boulevard, looking at the projections of on Tower of Terror for the holidays. The Frozen sing-along show throughout the day, they do a little bit of twist to their show, and they throw some little holiday twist to it, and it really is just something that the kids love. If you've ever watched Olaf's Frozen Adventure things on Disney Plus, it kind of throws that into it, and it shows a little bit of the holiday side of the Frozen little short that they have that's about 30 minutes on Disney Plus. You also can meet Santa at Hollywood Studios throughout the day. It's at It's a Wonderful Shop over there by Pizza Rizzo. So keep that in mind. Like anywhere that you can meet Santa throughout Walt Disney World, the lines can get quite a bit long for this. So keep that in mind. And throughout the day at Hollywood Studios, they do kind of run these parades. I'll call them parades, but they go around on these cars throughout the streets there, and they change up which characters will be, but they'll all kind of be decorated for Christmas. So it could be Buzz or Sully, Santa. It could be different cast members dancing around and all these things. And it's, I call it a parade, but it's very entertaining for the kids and really puts you in the holiday spirit watching these cars. And the cars will be all decorated for Christmas as well, which is really cool. Now to the last of the four parks is Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom, out of all the parks, does the least amount for the holidays. Obviously, they can't do any crazy nighttime show like they can for any of the holiday seasons because they can't do fireworks and stuff with the animals there. They do the Tree of Life Awakening there, which is a cool little projection show with showing some different, holiday spirit on the tree with projections with some nice music and Christmas music. And it kind of just runs throughout the evening there at Animal Kingdom. So if you're just trying to hang out around the Tree of Life, it's a cool little show just to kind of catch throughout the evening. Animal Kingdom also has some of the, I call it subtle holiday decor, but it's really beautiful. I really love the different areas, especially when you're going back into like Pandora and see the different twists and stuff that they do with the holiday decor there. It's really unique how each land they kind of do a little bit different of decor, where some of the other parks, you kind of get the general theming throughout the park is the same. Where at Animal Kingdom, it kind of changes based on which area you're going to, which is really cool. Another cool little thing that they do at Animal Kingdom is they have the Holiday Menagerie, which is these puppets that they have, which are kind of just, as you imagine, like these puppets that you kind of just assume are more like winter type animals, like fox and bears and things like that. And these cast members are operating them, and they just, they just look really cool, and it's just something cool to see while you're walking around the parks there. And they're throughout the day while you're at Animal Kingdom and in several different locations. So if you see that, it's just something cool to see to bring in some holiday spirit. At Animal Kingdom, you also get to see all the characters in their holiday decor. You can meet Santa here as well. They'll do that back in Dino Land. They're about to tear Dino Land down, so this will probably be the last time that you'll get to see him back there before they move it. But you will get to see all the characters in their holiday decor like they do throughout the year when they have their boats going throughout the rivers of Animal Kingdom. They'll be mixing in the characters with more Christmas music and in their Christmas decor on these boats, as well as meet and greets that you can do inside the parks where you can actually go and meet the characters. At Animal Kingdom, it's one of the only spots that you can meet Mickey and Minnie together over there, and they'll be in their holiday decor. So it's always something cool to see when you're going around Animal Kingdom. So don't skip out on Animal Kingdom throughout the holiday season. It does have the least amount of things to do holiday-wise, but it's still a very beautifully decorated park. Now to one of my most underrated parts, I think, of Walt Disney World during the holidays is Disney Springs. My wife is a little partial to Disney Springs. That's where she worked when she did her college program and after her college program. So we always try going there throughout the year. But in Christmas, it's definitely like a can't miss for us. What we love the most about it is just, besides just the decor and everything around, because they decorate all out for the holidays as well, is they have the Christmas tree stroll there, which has 19 different trees there that are all decorated after different Disney movies and things like that, or rides, whatever it might be. And something really cool for your kids to do, and even you as a grown-up to do, where you get this map and you go around throughout all of Disney Springs, and you gotta go match your stickers up to where these trees are. And it allows you to see all of Disney Springs for starters and kind of just stroll around. And it keeps really the kids engaged as well when you walk around, whether you're going into shops or going to some bars and restaurants and just kind of popping in. But it's a really cool and beautifully decorated area for the holidays. And that Christmas tree stroll is one of the best things to do there. Try catching this in the evening if you can. Obviously, the lights and everything look that much better in the evenings. But I'd much rather see someone do it during the day where it still looks beautiful than not do it at all. So try not to skip out on Disney Springs to miss this Christmas tree stroll, because it is, in our opinion, a can't miss. Also, two of our favorite places to go during this holiday season to grab some quick bites and drinks are in the Disney Springs area. We definitely have a for sure number one. So our number two is a Wine Bar George. Just love the way they decorate in there, and they have some really nice different Christmas drinks and holiday offerings food-wise as well. But number one on our list is right across both these dining options are right across from each other, is Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. And this place really goes, the inside they decorate just absolutely great for this. And then a lot of the just quick bites and the drinks that they have for the holiday season are just incredible. In my opinion, it's some of the best in all of Walt Disney World during this time frame. So don't skip out on that. Jock Lindsay's is a place that doesn't have advanced dining reservations, just kind of walk up only. We happened to actually last year go there on Christmas evening, and we were able to just walk in, and we were a group of 8 of us. So a lot of people don't know about this, so I hope I'm not ruining it where it gets too crowded. But it is a really cool place. They have all different types of really cool decorated drinks and food options there. So if you're going to go to Disney Springs during the holidays, do not skip out on Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. You can also meet Santa here at Once Upon a Toy. The cool thing about this is that you can do it on a virtual queue. So make sure you try to do that once you're there. You have to be somewhat close by to join the virtual queue. So join that virtual queue, and then you can go back and go visit Santa here. But you don't have to be inside one of the Disney parks to meet him. And so this is a cool little area to be able to do that, where you can walk around and go shop or go have a drink and stuff, and still get to meet Santa for your kids and for you if that's what you want to do. Lastly, what I was a little disappointed, I was hoping I'd get to hear some good news that maybe, they did the drone show throughout the summer at Disney Springs. I was hoping they were going to maybe keep it going and have a little holiday one there for the holidays. And there hasn't been any news of that, and it doesn't appear that that's going to be happening. So I do hope that they add this next year, but that's just something I want to mention. I do hope they continue with these drones at Disney Springs, and I hope they do it for all seasons. And I hope they think about adding it for the Christmas season next year. Last and certainly not least, I want to talk about the resorts during the Christmas season. Like I said, everywhere throughout Walt Disney World is going to be decorated for Christmas and the holidays. Resorts included. And some of these resorts areas are some of the most magical and most holiday themed areas in all of Walt Disney World. I'm going to be concentrating on just my top 3 resorts here that I think are just can't misses for people to see if they're going to go during the holidays. So much worth it, where I say if you're going to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party or Jollywood Nights, where you're going to be up late in the evening, that's something we love doing on night when we're doing parties like that at night, is to kind of take it easy during the day. And what we find ourselves that we like doing on these days is doing this resort hopping and seeing the different resorts decorated for the holidays. And I'm just going to be talking about these 3 resorts, but we'll even go to a lot of the other ones. But and I'll mention some of the other ones that we really like as well. But I'll get into these 3 resorts that we just absolutely love. The first resort that I think is a can't miss for the holiday season is Wilderness Lodge. If you've ever been into a Wilderness Lodge, obviously that whole lobby just kind of feels just like I was very like cabin and in the mountains type vibe there. So it goes totally along with the whole holiday season. And the tree that they put in there mixed with the fireplace and the decor throughout the whole entire lobby there is just beautiful. It's a can't miss. And I say absolutely do it. If you're going to be going to Magic Kingdom a day, go take that boat ride over to Wilderness Lodge and just go check it out. Go have a drink at one of the bars there and just kind of chill for an hour or two and just soak in the vibe there at Wilderness Lodge. It's my favorite tree in all of Walt Disney World. My second favorite is the Grand Floridian. Now, we all know that the Grand Floridian is just a very elegant type hotel. And the lobby here doesn't skip a beat during the holiday season. They have one of the most beautiful trees there that's very elegant, as long as they do this very nice sized gingerbread house that they spend lots and lots of time on and takes a lot of detail to do. And both these things in the lobby here at the Grand Floridian are can't misses. And same as all these other hotels is that they're gonna throughout the whole entire lobby and throughout the whole entire resort, it's gonna just be beautifully decorated. You know, Grand Floridian even has a couple more trees and stuff throughout there. And the whole vibe inside that lobby with the gingerbread house and the elegant tree and the beautiful lobby there is just really gonna put you in the holiday spirit. And third on my list is going to be the Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's going to be very similar almost to the Wilderness Lodge. You know, their lobbies are very similar. So you're just going to have a little bit more of that different vibe there, being that it's Animal Kingdom. But the tree's going to be just as beautiful with the big lobby with the lighting and stuff like that. It's just same as Wilderness Lodge, where it's going to really, really make you feel like you're at a cabin inside the mountains, not at Disney World during the holiday season for this. So it's a can't miss for us. And really all the resorts have really, really nice decor for the holidays. You know, we liked spending so much time over there in the Epcot resort area. So we like seeing some of the gingerbread houses and stuff that they have at the boardwalk, the yacht club, the beach club, the trains and stuff that they have. There's all different resorts that have great trees. The one at the Contemporary is outside and is really, really nice. The Grand Destino Towers trees I absolutely love. So there's countless options of these hotels that have really nice Christmas decor in there. So if you're looking for something to do besides just going to a park a day, and obviously that time frame, it might not be the best to just do a pool day, don't skip out on maybe just resort hopping and looking at the different holiday decor throughout these parks. So that's it for this video. I hope that gave you a good little insight to how each park and the Disney Springs and the resort areas are for this holiday season. I hope as many of you can get to Walt Disney World for the holiday season. Whenever someone says, when should I go? I always say, try to go during the holiday season. Try going sometime between that like second week of November through Christmas are great times to go. I hope if you're going during this time frame or if you're looking to go in the future, this video helps. Most of these things are kind of how they are every year. So if you're watching this in future years, it should be very similar to this. But I just want to say thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.